morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Welcome to cloudy and overcast Winnipeg. Yep, there'd be no sunrise this morning. Well, that's the way it goes. But I'll tell you what we are going to do this morning. I got Andy's photo etch bender out here, and we're going to try and bend those little headphones. And yeah, one of the guys made the comment, and he referred to them as the sonar guy would wear those. Well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Okay, now I think we'll just sort of recompose here and just sort of get right into it. I don't have a whole lot of news. I'm not organized. I don't have my teleprompter telling me what to say, and I do not have notes. Some people might think I have notes just sitting out of the view here that you can't see, but I don't. I just sort of wing it. Some mornings it goes good, and I just can't stop talking, and other mornings I just can't find anything interesting to say. And unfortunately, today is one of those days that I can't find anything interesting to say, so I may as well just, as they used to say in the old Archie Bunker show, stifle. So I'm going to just stifle myself and get at it here. Well, it wasn't the Archie Bunker show. It was All in the Family. That was a good show. I really liked that. It helped us that show really helped us to see ourselves as, through Archie, didn't it? Our prejudices, well, anyway, and, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it helped us to sort of laugh at ourselves. Anyway. Let's get going here, and there it is. All right. Let's slip on the macro lens and have a nice close look. Okay, now I'm going to want to try and keep the action right around here. Because the way I'm looking at it right now, I don't think I'm going to want to shove this all the way through, so that means it has to be between this pin and this pin. So I'm just going to make a little mark, just right there. Hope you don't mind, Andy. I can always get it off with acetone if you want. Okay, now open this up a little bit here. And this is the plan. Maybe I'll find something different to. I'll use Tony's tweezers here. They're almost too big. Maybe I'll use my hobby knife. Where is it? As I so often have said, it's a good thing I can edit out the nonsense. Okay, now what I'm going to want to do is at least two of the viewers mentioned that this thing folds over and then doubles back on itself or something to that effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this first one up, and I'm going to just get the breaker bar down on on this other one. I want to make sure I get it straight as I can anyway. Okay, maybe a little bit more, otherwise the whole thing is going to fold up, and I only want the one on this side here to fold up, so we'll just push her down there. All right. Now I don't know if this blade is going to go underneath or not. Or should I use the razor blade? No, it's going. Okay, now we want to go straight up and over. We're only going to be able to go at right angles, and then we're going to have to back it out a bit. Just want to get it started here. Okay, now let's pull the whole thing out just a little bit. Okay, now Oh, I want to be able to hold this down. Like that. Now we want to shove this down. Maybe I should be using something a little flatter. Okay, this will go down on there. Yeah, like that. Okay, now what we want to do is flip it over. Okay. I'm going to turn the whole thing over. Whoops. And it's hard to get a hold of here. I'm going to have to take it off camera. Okay, there, I got it flipped over. Now we're going to shove it back underneath. See, I've got this little mark here, so I know where to shove it, and I don't need to look in the monitor. Okay, now what we're going to want to do is bend this one up and fold it over onto that one. So I'm going to do it the same way again. Just hold it down here. Now we should be able to, maybe I'd be best off using the razor blade. Where is that thing? Got to be careful when I grab this that I don't cut myself with it. Okay, now we're just going to bend this up. Okay, get it started here. Shove it in. There. Okay, now let's pull it out a bit. Go a little bit more. Oh, I am bending this other one, though. That's the problem. I don't want to do that. I want to hold it down. I want to hold this one down. Okay, I'm going to have to shove this in again and go a little bit further. Okay, I'll clamp it down here. I'll just use my hobby knife again. It worked the best. There we go. Okay, now we can pull it out. And we should be able to, if I get something flat, what would, maybe my photo etch knife is kind of flat. Got to be careful too that I don't shove the bender out of the field of view. Better hold it down here. Okay, I'm just put a little bit of pressure on that just to crimp it. Okay, let me check the monitor. How does that look? No, I hope I got it right. It is what it is. I don't want to have to take it apart. Okay, I'm going to do the other side much the same way. Okay, they are not perfectly symmetrical, but from arm's length, we're not even going to see those things. And I think once they're painted, it won't matter that I didn't get them bent both exactly the same way. At least I don't think I did. Okay, let's get the radius right so that they fit one of these little sailors' heads. Or submariner, I guess you'd call them. Okay, now for our headphones that we just folded, we got to get the radius correct. And there are 5 sprues of figure parts. You know, heads, bodies, arms, all that kind of stuff. And I don't think there are any of these guys that are complete. Some of them are almost complete, but well, actually no. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm checking the different, you know, bodies and so on. They're all missing arms and heads. Now I don't know if that means you can mix and match and put different stuff on. And anyway, well, okay, here's the, anyway, never mind. Okay, so we got to get the curve just right, otherwise it's going to be too big or too small. So I just was looking through these, and I was looking for one that was not wearing a hat. And at first I thought they're all wearing some sort of a hat or a cap. But then I found one right here. And so I thought what we will do is we will measure it, the width from ear to ear, because after all the headphone has to go around the head, right? And then we can choose the appropriate size dowel, which obviously is not this one, and then bend the radius just exactly right. Am I over-engineering it again? Every once in a while I get a comment like that. Ron, you're over-engineering it. Well, I kind of get a kick out of over-engineering. So let's recompose here and measure the width and find a dowel and get the radius, and then I guess we got to clean up these parts here. They still got all the sprue on them, so can't do anything until they're cleaned up and painted. Okay, I think that's about it. 4.28 millimeters. Okay, this one is almost the exact size, but I think it might be advisable to have it just one size bigger. Maybe that's let's go with this one, and this is the head right here that we did. So yeah, let's try this one. We can always close it up a little bit more. Okay, I think this piece of silicone matting here should work good, all being well. And we will just roll it. You've seen me do this before. Okay. Macro lens, anybody? No, you know I'm doing this just for perspective, right? Now, we want it to roll so that, at least this is my thinking, I'm going to attempt to turn this over if I can. How can something so simple get so complicated here? All right, I want it to roll so that when it's over the guy's head, I just can't stop poking at it. The earphones are, to the outside. Okay, at least that's the plan. Okay, I'm gonna move Andy's bender here and get some more light in on the subject. Now, if I put this on here, and to start rolling. This should work. Maybe I need something to press down a little harder with. I'll use another dowel. Won't hurt my finger. Now I'm thinking that maybe I should have used a smaller one here. Ooh, it's getting kind of crooked on me. Push it in a little bit. Okay, it's not 100% straight. I think it's because I was rolling it crooked. I've twisted it about 30 degrees. I'm just going to roll it again, see if we can flatten it out a little bit differently here. Okay, let's try it on our little Submariner. Okay. I'm just sort of looking straight down on it here now. Okay, I should have used a smaller dowel. Now the only other thing is we could take and squeeze the headphones together and then they'd fit. But I'm going to go ahead and just do that quickly off camera. Get everything readjusted here. Okay, here we are with our little head. And this little part is called a VF2. Yeah, all of these parts have numbers. Alright, now I've made this a little smaller, but maybe I didn't make it small enough. Got to try and turn it around here. I'm gonna have to just take it off camera a second. Oh, a moment ago I looked in the monitor and I thought, hey, he's already wearing headphones. And then I realized that band across the top of his head was not a headphone band. It was the molding seam. I'll have to remember to get that off of there. Otherwise, I'm going to get a comment to the effect of, I see seams. Okay, now how is this going to go? Is this going to be about the right size? Is it going to be believable? No, it should be just a little bit tighter yet. I wonder if I was to just do it with my fingers here. I'm doing it off camera, obviously. Okay, now did I spoil anything? Okay, I think that's going to be believable. According to the manual, this earphone is supposed to hang on one of the radios. So yeah, this is going to have to do. I'm probably going to be getting a little bit bent out of shape when I'm handling it when I'm trying to paint it anyway. Okay, a couple of things has happened here in the last few minutes. I got a couple of boxes here delivered. And they're going to have something to do with this thing right here. Maybe we'll have time to take a look at those today. The second thing that happened is I got an email from Daniela in Mississauga, and they got the payment. So that's good news. Now I can't talk and work at the same time. What I'm trying to do is make a label here. I don't know if I need to make a label, but I will anyway. Headphones. Okay. And we are going to put it in a test tube because they are just too blinking small. And I'm afraid I'm going to lose them if I leave them in the tin like that, because what often happens is they end up getting underneath the little paper towel that I've got there. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Do we have time to clean off some parts here? What time we got anyway? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor, and I've got a bunch of editing yet to do. I think what we'll do is we'll clean these parts off later. Maybe they'll be in tomorrow's rollback, maybe they won't. But let's open our boxes and see what we got. I'm kind of anxious myself. Okay, I already know what it is, so it's not going to be a surprise to me. All right. Okay, let's recompose, and I think I'll just quickly get this stuff out of its boxes, and yeah. Okay, probably without question, some of you people already have one of these, or something similar. And I'm not going to go into a bunch of details here explaining how it works and everything. There's a lot of really good stuff on YouTube right now that, you know, talks about this little camera. The idea is, kind of looks like I bought a dozen eggs, doesn't it? Oh, here we go. All right, so your camera must be updated before you can use it. Now, in order to update it, I have to pair it up with my cell phone. It's a little bit complicated. I want to concentrate on doing it. But something that's kind of funny, a moment ago, I guess a few moments ago now, I looked at this thing and I saw this and I thought, oh, they sent me the wrong size. But what this is the adapter, the bigger one. And yeah, the micro SD will fit in this, so I think we're okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and let me get this out of here. I know you're probably kind of anxious to see it. There's that. I got extra batteries. This thing here comes with it, and it could have stuck on the front here, except that it's this is going to be a lot more secure, and it wasn't a whole lot of money, so I'm going with the bigger one. All right, very carefully here now. Okay, your camera must be updated. Anyway, this is a GoPro camera. Like I say, I quite well imagine that some of you already have one. I'm going to get everything all set up and mounted on my helmet, and then we'll do a demonstration. It may not be tomorrow, but why is it that I can't get into these things? Okay. Anyway, it's nice and compact. It's nice and light. It'll fit just you know, on my chin, you might say, and I think it's going to be a lot better than having the cell phone on my chest. At least that's the plan. Okay. You know what? Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.